Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again. And this time we're going to look at a game called Libble Rabble, and this was created by Namco in 1983. And this was only released in Japan as far as I know. Definitely didn't see a US release, but this was suggested by YouTube user Namcotenterprises. It's a very cutesy, innovative game, reminiscent of the old classic Qix, Qix, by Taito. But you stretch a line, a thread, across this playfield full of pegs. And you try to corral these enemy characters. And your main goal is to try to capture all those mushroom guys. And once you do that, the level will end. But they're measly point values. The bigger guys that can actually kill you, these mushroom guys can't kill you by touching you. See, they're not worth very many points. But these bigger guys that are from the later game Bubble Bobble, you recognize those guys. Those guys are worth more points. They're worth 500 each. As the level progresses, these little spiky balls might come out, and if you've been in the maze quite a while or haven't completed it for a while or in a long time, and then those spiky things will come out. And there's also line munchers. They're worth 1,000 points if you can corral them. They'll bite your line and snap it so it'll break. Now there are hidden treasures on each level, and there it got uncovered. And once you uncover it, you may release a bunch of these guys that are worth some decent points. And you might release an extra treasure if you keep corralling that same area that the treasure chest was. And those guys that were released once you uncovered the treasure chest, they can spell the word flower and send you to a bonus stage. Early on, the game will show you where the treasure chest is, and even though you corral it with a big motion, you can still corral the smaller areas of where the treasure was. And in this first part, you will get a bonus if you do uncover that treasure, and that's before you even start an actual level. And early on, they will show you where the treasure chest is. I didn't try to get the treasure chest, I just wanted to beat the levels. But getting the treasure chest is a good way to score some serious points. So I'm going to kill off all those mushroom guys, and that'll end the level, no matter how many of those Bubble Bobble guys were left. As long as you kill off all the mushroom guys. There is the treasure, plus an extra giant demon enemy. You can kill him, and then any of those other monsters that you capture, they will try to spell the word flower for you. I send him up and he spells R. See, I didn't really get the intricacies of the game during my first gameplay, but I'll show you I'll show you some intricacies later on in the game. There are some cool hidden surprises in this game. It's a very innovative idea. You don't have to corral an area. You can have both pointers touch the end, just like this. Wow, look at all that. It's unfortunately not very lucrative because of all those cheapo mushroom guys that don't give you much points. But yeah, touching a mushroom guy won't kill you. Touching a line muncher won't kill you. But touching the Bubble Bobble guys, they'll kill you. And running out of time will kill you. If you can learn to... Oh, I got him just before he could eat my line. He's worth 1,000 points. But if you can learn how to uncover that treasure chest, and notice by this point, it won't actually show you where the treasure chest is. You can hear a certain tone sometimes telling you that there is a treasure in your midst as you're corralling a certain area. But you have to control both markers at the same time, the red and blue one. There, those spiky guys were coming because I took a certain amount of time to complete the level. But yeah, you have to control both, even if you're playing just one player. And I don't know exactly what the controls are for the arcade version, but for MAME it's a pain in the butt. So I didn't do nearly as well as I could have. If you encircle that green dot, I believe that that resets the timer quite a ways. Yeah, see, the timer went back. And again, if you run out of time, you lose life. Oops. Sometimes I lost track of where the markers were and I got killed. But this is a clever little game. You just have to learn how to uncover the treasures. And when you do uncover an area that shows the treasure chest, you can keep uncovering little parts of that same area. Yeah, I got my line chewed by the line eaters or line chompers or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, if you can keep uncovering that area around where the treasure chest was, you can keep getting new treasures, and you can get those guys that will spell out the word flower for you. If you encircle those, they can kill you too, so be careful. But once you spell flower, you get a certain amount of time to uncover as many treasures as you can. And when the round starts, you'll see where all those treasures are. But that's only when you spell out the word flower by uncovering those secret guys around the treasure area. But I didn't bother with that. In this game, I wanted to complete the levels. It's kind of stupid. It looks like you're supposed to be able to put in your initials if you get the high score, and I did get the high score, but the game wouldn't let me put in initials. Maybe it's best to have two players play at once, controlling the markers. If you do it yourself, it might be kind of difficult. I'm sure the arcade controllers were a lot easier than the MAME ones that I was using. But yeah, the way to get a lot of points in this game is to find where that hidden treasure area is. Oops, damn it. Find that hidden treasure area and then keep enclosing around in that same area to uncover treasures. And then maybe release the monsters that you can trap to help spell out the word flower and send you to a very, very possibly lucrative bonus stage. You can get a whole lot of points for the hidden treasures that you uncover. And again, once you uncover the treasure chest, you can enclose that area too and find a new treasure, and that can be worth tons of points. But yeah, when you see those pigs, or maybe special items appear, those big pigs that appear, or other special items, you can reset the timer. And yeah, those mushroom guys are really not worth much points, but you need to kill them all, enclose them all to end the level. You don't have to enclose all the Bubble Bobble guys. Bubble Bobble came out 3 years after this, but this was an early game where you see those guys. There was also a game called CHACK N POP that might have had these guys. Really, since this is a Namco game, maybe this was just coincidental that they looked similar. I really don't know the history behind why they look a lot like the Bubble Bobble guys. But at any rate, we'll look at the demo here for a little bit longer. I'm sorry I can't translate that Japanese there. But like I said, this was not released in the US. I think only in Japan. And there is the treasure, and those are the guys that can spell out flower for you. And there's were. We will see what it looks like when I spell out flower. And there's some Namco games in the high score list. And again, it wouldn't let me put in my initials, which was stupid. Now here is the bonus the bonus round at the very beginning of the game. There, I encircled the treasure chest. I still have to encircle another part of it. Right there. And then close it up again. And there you get a 2,000 point bonus for doing that. Then you start the game in earnest. And again, there's a demon guy that you can free, and then you kill him for points. Let's try to close up that treasure chest, perhaps. Just wanted to take out a bunch of those annoying mushroom guys. I put on invincibility there, I think. See, now we're gonna encircle a couple of those guys and get the letters. Fle. And you can keep encircling that treasure chest and maybe get more stuff. Ooh. And that gave me, was that 40,000 points or something? Now here's what it looks like to finish the flower word. Da-da. Screen will fill up with flowers. And then you have a limited amount of time to try to get as many treasures as you can uncovered. And get nice bonuses for them. See, very little time. But the screen will show the treasures in their places before you start the level. I kind of skipped that, sorry. And there's one treasure, and my time is almost out. I got 60,000 points for that treasure. That was nice. That is Libble Rabble by Namco in 1983. A cute idea. The controls were hard in MAME. But that was Libble Rabble by Namco in 1983. Interesting little puzzle game. This is Crazy Clown Radio saying thanks for watching Libble Rabble by Namco in 1983, suggested by YouTube user Namcotenterprises. I will catch you later in the future with another video. Stay cool, everybody. Bye-bye.